Hello, everyone. Mike Arnold here, co-founder, Path Trading Partners, along with Bob Iacchino. This is going to be a lot shorter than what I planned, but I said I'd be on, so I'm still here. This I don't live far from here. This is right down the street from me, and this just happened earlier this morning. And I'm not making this about me. I would ask, they'll ask if anybody for thoughts and prayers for the people involved. Uh, that's all I wanted to say about that. It's just a very tragic situation. Uh, so uh, let's just cover stuff. Hey, happy 4th, Connie. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for being here. I just want to recap some levels, go over stuff in case people missed it yesterday. By the way, since I already had it posting this morning and it's up there anyways, the podcast I was on from Friday that was recorded is up with the Jim Iorio Future Edge podcast. Sorry, I'm a little shaken up. So that is up there to watch. So please do consider at some point this week to watch it. I hope you can learn something from it. And again, I ask for thoughts and prayers for those people who are involved. Tomorrow, uh, we have factory orders. That's just after the open, and then it's quiet. That quiet day. Uh, so we don't need to cover some of this other stuff. We can just get to that later. Just still wanted, because I know there's people who trade a lot of different things, and we have some good levels for tomorrow. Thank you, Sterling. Thank you. I hope all is well with everybody who's watching this, even on recording this. All is well with your family, and you do get to have a happy July 4th, or if you're overseas, you get to have a happy time and with your family. Uh, all right. Sorry about that. So we have some levels for tomorrow. Again, just appreciate all your loved ones because you never know when things can change abruptly. So just wanted to go over S&P. Again, it was very limited trading, but here's the levels I'm using for overnight, about 38, 33 for a breakout. This is, I don't think this, I checked it earlier, but I don't. The Dow did qualify, but the S&P does not qualify for a double top. And you see the bottom here, right at this 37.93 area. If it does break down, I'm just using the next harmonic lower, 37.67, and you see that support ledge there. Then if we break below that, 37.49 to 37.41. If we get above this level, remember you're into a little mini advanced clear path move. So that's where first stopping point I would use is a 50% harmonic, 38.46, 38.71, and then 38.96. So those are both the upside and downside levels. Let's just peek in at the different time frames. Rotation zone on the flat, the 4-hour is flat, which you can see we're in consolidation. This is not a double, it's turned into a triple. And you can't even see it on the daily. So when you can't spot it on the daily, you have to use the 4-hour, and the 4 hour is definitely a triple. So you just can't use those targets. So the major target from this would be the breakdown zone and then the end of the clear path if we start breaking into that area. Overall, the daily, just a reminder, since it's a long weekend. We got cycles at the bottom on the daily. The other major target I'm using is the 62.5 area with the daily rotation zone for any bullish move. So, real quick with the NASDAQ. Again, very similar situation. There's no double here, but minor breakout, minor level this is a challenge in the Nasdaq. It won't be the first one I'm going to, but the minor level is 11,617, and then we have 11,700, and you start getting above this 200 simple on the 1 hour, 11,718. That's where I'll start targeting the move up here into the higher time frames. Remember, this first stopping point you can use is about 11,808 to 50%, and then the 62.5 is 11,919. Checking in on the daily on this one, and you see I'd focus on this one at that 50% level being against the rotation zone. So that would be the major target I'd be using for tomorrow. And for the breakdown level, your breakdown level's approximately 11,521. And then your minor, I'd use this 11,463, but the major area I'd be looking at is about 11,435. I just put another line there. And we'll again, I'll be back on tomorrow morning we'll be back for the full trading again. But those are the levels I'd use the downside of about 11,435 and 11,398. The Dow does have a potential double top on it. You can see it on the 1 hour. You can see it on the 4 hour. So that's essentially the downside trade. Below 30,808, 30,808, 30,680, 30,615, 30,551. The breakout area on the Dow, excuse me again, sorry. The breakout area, you can see you really focus on the candle bodies. It's something I've taught a lot in the past. 31,071. And then you're into the clear path. And let's just check that daily. Let's check that daily level. By the way, you're wondering what some of these red levels are above. You'll see I put those on the podcast with Jim. So you can really get an idea. Minor is this 31,138. The rotation zone isn't really lining up here, so I have multiple. This would be a stop raise about 31,243, and then major 31,314. All right. Russell, by the way, did trigger. Remember, on Friday, did trigger the double bottom, so we still have that in play. The DAX. The double is still triggered, and this does not invalidate it. If you want to know the stop on the double, the initial stop, because it didn't hit I would be a little more aggressive on moving it up, but the initial stop would be on a closing basis below 12,690. But just missing this with that spike high, I would actually be moving up a stop on a closing basis below 12,726. Crude. The bigger thing here, we were update today, and this did trigger a front run pattern, very aggressive because it is against the flattening out rotation zone, but this did trigger a front run pattern for the double. So that would be using a very tight stop, but your double is still 114.05, 118.79, and then major target 121.15. And I'm focusing on more so the first and second targets on the crude trade. I don't know what else we have to go over. Natural gas still inside day, so it's either the breakout or breakdown. You can see those levels clearly. Not much going on with the metals. Very limited day, still an aggressive buy on a close above Friday's high, and you do have the bigger potential double, so that would be a front run pattern to that. Notes, just a very short consolidation day, so I'm still watching for the pullback. Those levels are 118.21 and 117.30. On a break above today's highs being 119.20 and a half, I'd watch for a return to the 120 to about 120.05 level. Dollar index, just an inside day, not much going on, but you still have that potential double top in here. This did not move up high enough to invalidate it. So that's roughly where we sit just from a perspective. Bitcoin has stalled out at the first target level for that double top pattern, and the double bottom is still valid even with this with that movement. If it does rally, I'm watching for 21,273 as the first target, and the targets at the downside are still 18,281, 17,792. I think that's pretty good. Bonds from the yen, still no action there. The yen, we still do have a potential double top, which is not invalidated with today's price action. And the other major thing I'm watching is the Swissy, still not triggered. And I talk about the yen and the Swissy on the podcast, so you might want to tune in when you have some time in the next day or so and pay attention to that. That's where I sit. I'm going to just keep this one really short. Oh, by the way, Tesla, we'll cover the information tomorrow morning. Why? Because I want to see how it opens pre-market. They've temporarily shut down the factory in Germany. I know there's a number of Tesla traders on here for the next couple weeks, and they missed deliveries, and there is that new European recall. So does that? I don't know what Tesla's going to do, because you know what? We could see massive call buying with all the bad news tomorrow, because that's generally what happens with the bad news. I'm just going to be watching it pre-market, so I'm not even going to be giving levels right now. You can get my thoughts from still yesterday's live stream, but I'm going to wait now and see how it behaves pre-market to sort of judge tomorrow's price action. Then I will be on at 8 a.m. To kick off this shortened trading week. Remember, not much in the economic events tomorrow. It's more so geared later in the week, and you will still have traders flowing back in the office a little late, possibly tomorrow. So it might be a little quieter, choppy day, but we will see based off the overnight price action with the Asia and European session. Remember, futures open at 5 p.m. Central again. They're at a normal opening time. So nothing's changed, and then it's back to a full regular schedule. Again, everybody, have a happy rest of your July 4th, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.